Welcome back to my channel, guys, and we are in part 2 of the tale of Pumpkin Johnny is here. Spooky dreams aren't all you have to worry about as you start to investigate a tragedy that threatens your entire Halloween. Alright, let's start this. Hagrid deserves better than this. Did we do this? Is it all our fault? Oh, this isn't good at all. What happened, guys? Oh, look at all those shattered pumpkin cells all over the place. Hagrid, what happened? It's terrible, just terrible. They were so young, so innocent. All my best pumpkins destroyed. Wait a minute, pumpkins? When you said young and so innocent, I thought you were talking about some kind of magical creatures or students. Seriously, don't make me, second guess. These were supposed to be for the pumpkin party, but now I I can barely look at this mess. It's too painful. We can clean up here, Hagrid. Just leave it to us. The, that's kind of you, Autumn. If you need me, I'll be in my hut. Come on, Fang. Fang looks scared. Why is that? Ow! Now look at all this mess. All of Hagrid's pumpkins destroyed. This is just like what happened in the story of Pumpkin Johnny. But I shouldn't jump to conclusions yet. Better to look for clues as I help clean up. Oh, it's already finished. Finally finished. Much better. All we need are some new pumpkins and Hagrid's garden will be back to normal. Everyone, I found something. What is it? There was a note stashed away in one of the broken pumpkins. What does it say? Let me see. It says Penny is first. Wait a minute, Penny is not here with us, right? Where is Penny? She has been holed up in her room since potions. That nightmare must have really gotten to her. Perhaps we should check on her soon, if only to make sure she is alright. Did you say nightmare? That's so strange. I also had a nightmare about Pumpkin Johnny. I was in the potions classroom. I don't remember why. Then I felt like something was behind me. When I turned around, I saw Pumpkin Johnny. He raised a wand at me, and then I woke up. Wait, so two of us have had our nightmares about Pumpkin Johnny since Merula did that ritual? Actually, I also had one. Did anyone else have a nightmare about Pumpkin Johnny? Now would be the time to tell us about it. I also had a nightmare about Pumpkin Johnny, and it followed a similar pattern to Penny and Barnaby's. Yeah, I was in the dark forest. Forbidden forest, yeah. Creepy. But mine took place in the forbidden forest, not the potion classroom or the corridors. Now it's three of us. This is starting to sound like more than a coincidence. This pumpkin Johnny stuff has become a bit too real for my taste. Should we tell someone about this? I think we should. The teachers will probably have something to say about Hagrid's destroyed pumpkins at least. Let's get back to the school. Ah, let's go to the Great Hall. They say something wicked has come to our house, to our school. Halloween is getting more interesting. You should say it's getting more creepier day by day. Did you hear about what happened in Hagrid's garden? Now here comes Headmaster. Thank you all for coming on such short notice. It has come to our attention that a terrible tragedy has occurred in Hagrid's garden. All of his prized pumpkins were destroyed in a cruel act of wanton destruction. If any of you have a knowledge of who is responsible, please report to a member of the faculty immediately. He looks that
Meanwhile, the school has taken measures so that the Halloween event is not disrupted. It will take like 3 hours. Rest assured, the pumpkin party will proceed as planned. Pumpkins will now be provided by Dagbert Phipps. Who's that? One of Britain's most distinguished pumpkin suppliers. Oh, remember, if you see any pumpkins around the school glowing or singing to you, please do not be alarmed. Mr. Pepys is known to enchant pumpkins to do more than nature intended. It is merely part of the fun of Halloween. Ah, here comes the most despised person in Hogwarts. Terrible events, unacceptable mess. Someone called Pumpkin Johnny has defaced the corridor walls and hurt an innocent girl. Wait a minute, don't tell me that innocent girl is Penny. My friend. I hope she is okay. Assembly dismissed. Prefects, lead your houses back to their common rooms immediately. Back to our common rooms? Looks more like everyone's flooding to the corridor. Let's go with him. We need to find out what happened. Ah.
Whoa! Is that like a graffiti of a pumpkin on that wall on that corridor? Seriously, a pumpkin graffiti? But it doesn't look that scary here. Is that girl going to be alright? Wait a minute, are they talking about Penny? What is this drawing? It's so creepy. Is this part of Halloween celebrations? Oh, wait a minute, she has golden hair. Don't tell me it is Penny. Everyone, keep your distance. I must examine this student. Merlin's bird, it's Penny Haywood. She has been struck with the Maleforce jinx. Oh dear. Oh no, Penny.
I don't see any injuries. She appears to be unconscious. Students, make way. I need to get Miss Haywood to the hospital wing immediately. Oh dear Lord, heavens. I wonder how will be she able to breathe. It doesn't even have any mouth or anything on that pumpkin heads. Penny was attacked? Autumn, this is terrible. Maybe I am next. Professor McGonagall is taking care of her for now. We need to find out what happened here. What are you two still doing here? Can't you see I have a mess to clean up? Can you tell us what you saw here, Mr. Filch? I was making my rounds and happened upon the scene just as it appears now. Do you mind if we ask you a few more questions? Well, if it will get you to stop bothering me. I will answer one question, but make it quick. This mess won't clean itself. I don't think he had seen Pumpkin Johnny, and even if he knows about him, I don't think he will share it. And about the drawing, it's already, I can see that clearly. So let's talk about Penny. Was Penny unconscious when you found her? That's right, I found the poor girl. Wait a minute, Mr. Filch? Saying some girl poor? Seriously, that's unheard of. I found the poor girl lying on the floor with a pumpkin for a head. I checked to make sure she wasn't dead. Then I ran to get help. Why didn't you just take her with you? Are you stupid? Oh, and I found this note on the ground next to her. Are you about finished? I have got
Let's
a lot of
take a
work to do. Hey, take a closer look at the scene and see what we can find. Hmm. 8 hours? Seriously? Alright, 8 hours of investigation. Here we go. It looks like this drawing was made with pumpkin innards. Innards? Seriously? Pumpkin is a vegetable. I concur. Also, gross. What about that note Mr. Filch found? It says Pumpkin Johnny is here to teach you a lesson. Lesson? We didn't even do anything ominous to that Pumpkin Johnny or whatever. Ominous? I'm not sure what to make of what's going on here, Autumn. If we have a working theory of what's happening, I would love to hear it. I don't know exactly what's going on, but I feel like someone or something is after us. Whether it's Pumpkin Johnny or something else, I can't say. I have that feeling as well, Autumn. Ever since that day in Hagrid's garden, I have felt like I was being watched. No matter what's going on, we will figure it out and put a stop to all of this. Agreed. No matter what happens, we will stick together and see this through. I think we have done about all we can here. Let's go to the hospital wing and check on Penny. Yeah, let's go there. Miss Haywood is awake and wishes to speak to you soon. Alright. The situation just gets worse and worse. Ben, what's going on here? I wonder if Ben had the nightmare yet or not. He's the most scared person ever. Always afraid of something or another. Is getting pumpkin really this bad? What do you mean? I hope Penny will be back to her old self soon. At least thank God she has that pumpkin head off her shoulders. I hope you're okay, Penny. How are you? I'm fine, Autumn. I'm just a little shaken up. What exactly happened to you? Madame Pomfrey told me I was hit with Malefos, the pumpkin-head jinx. That's the same jinx from Hagrid's story. Are you going to be alright? I should be fine. Malefos just traps your head inside a pumpkin. It doesn't cause physical harm. Really? Yeah, I am curious about that. If your head is encased in a pumpkin without any engraving on it, how do you breathe? Honestly, I'm not sure. Maybe it's magical. I guess the pumpkin wasn't airtight. Maybe. I just remember feeling like the whole world went dark. It was really scary, Autumn. Madame Pomfrey asked me to stay in the hospital wing for a few days to ensure a full recovery. You do that, Penny. I'm so glad you were not hurt. When we saw you in the corridors, we didn't know what to think. Sorry to worry you, Adam. I'll be alright, I think. Can I ask you a few questions about what happened to you? I'll tell you everything I can remember. It's just, it was so close to what happened in my nightmare. Autumn, I was so frightened. Just take it slow and start from the beginning. Yay. It will take us 3 hours to interview Penny and 3 stars needed.
That's when I saw it. A great big drawing of a pumpkin on the wall. Human graffiti. Then I felt like someone or something was behind me. I turned around and there was Pumpkin Johnny. He raised a wand at me and yes, that's all I can remember. I must have fainted. The next thing I remember is waking up in the hospital wing. I'll go have a chat with Madame Pomfrey and find out if there is anything else we should know. What happened was so close to my dream about Pumpkin Johnny. It was uncanny. I think you were right back then. Pumpkin Johnny could very well be real and after us. It will be alright, Penny. We will find a way through this. But how? That's what we need to figure out. All I know is that the last place I want to go right now is a pumpkin party. Yeah, there will be a lot of pumpkins out there. I can't just stand here waiting for another one of us to get attacked. I need to do something to help. I think Barnaby or maybe I will be the next victims. Yeah. Why don't you watch over Penny during her stay in the hospital wing? Is that okay? If that's okay with you, Penny. I don't mind at all. I would appreciate the company. Oh, but what if I fall behind in my schoolwork? I don't even have my spell books. Then that's what I will do. First, I will go get your spell books, Penny. Thanks, Barnaby. I left my spell books in the potions classroom. Then I'm off to get them for you. I'll be right back. Oh no, potions classroom? Barnaby had a nightmare about potion classroom, right, right? Barnaby, don't go. Damn, I'm too late. You're really not coming to the pumpkin party? After what happened, I just don't think I can enjoy pumpkins the way I used to, Adam. I understand. Maybe if we find and stop whoever attacked you, you will feel differently. I hope so. Right now, I just have a bad feeling. like there is something after us. Here comes tongues. We found something. Madame Pomfrey was studying the pumpkin that had trapped Penny and she found a note inside. What does it say? It says Barnaby is next. Where is Barnaby? We probably shouldn't let him go anywhere on his own. Oh no. Go, Autumn, make sure Barnaby is alright. I need to get to the potions classroom right now. Ah, part 2 is complete, alright. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. See you next time.